I sniff my husband's dirty underwear to make sure he's not cheating.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I have to say on
You
that.
reckon she's got something to hide?
Oh, bro.
No, but he's also been going and watching a lot of chess games, so who knows?
If I found out, like, if I was like married, right,
Mhm.
and my wife was doing this, I'd start shitting myself.
Imagine if she started smelling like another dude in his underwear.
Wait a minute,
Hot.
that's Darren. Wait, how do you know what Darren smells like?
How do you know what Darren smells like? The scent of a womanizer. All right.
Is that really possible? Like,
Well,
is that
I
really
mean,
a thing?
What happens if he doesn't wear any undies?
Yeah, what are we free balls?
What?
Yeah.
What if you find lipstick on his cock?
Well, no.
Oh, bro.
As long as it doesn't smell, it's
that
okay.
reminds me. That reminds me, man. I need you to tell your mother to keep to
Change
one shade of
shades.
lips. To keep to one shade of lipstick. It's starting to look like a fucking rainbow popsicle down there.
Fucking Calypso.
A
Good luck with
Calypso.
that.
That's the one I was thinking of. All right, Grant, can you please read this one, sir?
Oh shit! You want me to read? All right.
Oh shit!
Oh
Fuck.
my god, it's gonna be terrible. Guatemalan model and businesswoman Kimberly Flores has allegedly devised an unusual, albeit violating, way to tell if her husband's been cheating. She smells his dirty briefs to sniff out potential love rivals.
Love
she
rivals.
detailed-
That's one way to
yeah.
describe it. A love rival.
I mean, that sounds like a game show. Welcome to
Yeah,
Love
like
Rivals,
Survivor, where like they
Yeah,
have like
yeah.
your torch and they come and put out your torch and go, "You are no longer a love rival. Get the fuck
Yeah, instead
out."
of doing that, they're just like, "Bam! Now you're divorced." You know,
Hey,
sort of thing.
hey.
Like,
The tribe
Hey.
has spoken.
The tribe has
Yeah.
spoken.
I always check the expense of the credit card, the calls at midnight, smell his underpants. Like, this is clearly a woman who, if he's cheated on her before, then and you've accepted him back, then you've got to accept shit. Plain and simple. This is all on her. If he's been a womanizer cheating, you shouldn't have taken him back. If you have to go
Yeah.
to this
But
length to determine, then that there's something seriously wrong. And the fact that she's smelling like that's her. Okay, maybe you use cash. Well, I better put my nose up. You know, like what happens if you had a shower? Or this might be a weird thing that she doesn't realize that usually when people have sex, they take their clothes off. And if he's going to be cheating and he had a shower afterwards, you wouldn't smell anything anyway.
Yeah, she might smell pussy from off his cock. That's what I think she's going for.
But
But then wouldn't you smell the dick, not the underwear?
Not necessarily.
Hey, let me give that a taste. So, you know, like, wait
But
a
like,
minute,
I
it's
feel like
different.
this could be the complete other way around. Like, maybe he has never cheated, but she has, and it's her insecurity that is making her think that maybe he knows what I did, so it gives him an out. So I'm just going to check to see if he is.
Well,
Okay,
it's the
that's
financial
possible.
thing. When she said, "I'm checking the card," so I'm assuming that he was getting a hotel room somewhere or something like that.
But like,
Maybe she just likes to
if I
sniff
was
underwear.
this dude and I was to read this, man, I'd be out of there. Like, that's scary, dude. Like, she's doing this. She's coming to this. Like, sniffing your dirty underwear to see if you're cheating on her. Wow.
I don't know if this has ever worked. All right, anyway, let's go on, Grant.
So Flores 33 declared while describing how she confirms whether her husband of 3 years, Mexican singer Edwin Luna, has been faithful. Okay, so he's a singer, because that was important to do. So what happens when he's singing on stage in front of a bunch of Mexican women? And as anyone who's been around Mexican women know, they throw their underwear at you.
This is true.
So your clothes are going to smell like. Luna 35 since shared the snippets to his 3.6 million Instagram followers with the caption inquiring, this was proof the other half was toxic.
That's the picture he chose to say that's toxic. That's a fucking...
I mean, he's clearly punching above his weight, so...
All right.
Nevertheless, the vids split viewers, with some deeming smelling underwear models behavior controlling and pathological, because it is.
Yeah, it's fucking weird.
However, others simply thought she just made a declaration in jest, evidenced by the fact that even her beau was poking fun at it.
What the
Like,
fuck is that word?
Beau.
beau?
Beau. Okay, it's Polish for the word poo, but it's also American for the word lover.
Oh.
So I don't want to assume what it is. So maybe that's what she was smelling was the poo.
Well, okay. So
Yeah.
he's adopted my tactic. Me and this dude think alike. Okay.
At the end, some clip on Luna's Instagram, the vocal star even declares that she's not toxic. Oh, well, that makes sense. And if she says she's not toxic, the camera then pans to his wife, who raises a quizzical eyebrow. Just one, like The Rock.
What's so quizzical about that?
She's sniffing underwear. Like, fuck, man.
She's got nice boobs.
Certainly.
That is not a quizzical eyebrow raise. Nothing about that eyebrow raise looks quizzical to me.
Chat, if you think
It's
that's
boobs,
quizzical,
though.
put a 1 in chat if you think it's quizzical.
Yeah, 1 for quizzical, 2 for non-quizzical, 3
I've
for
got-
nice boobs.
I've got a question for the chat. On the crazy to hot scale, like, where does she land? Is she too crazy to be hot, being that she's sniffing dirty underwear?
Right, you have to ask?
Oh, nice booty.
Oh,
pretty
never
crazy.
mind. No, you're probably. Never mind. I changed my mind. Yeah, you're right.
There's a hot scale there to be the crazy to hot scale. Where does she land? Like, sniffing underwear is pretty fucking crazy.
That's pretty
man.
fucked up. Well,
Just to see if he's cheated on you.
See, there's part of me that thinks, okay, if this was me, what would I do? Would you want to poke fun at it, or would you want to try and get her help? There's part of me that's just like, you know what? What about if I just grab one of her underwears?
Yeah. Fucking oath. What if I start sniffing her underwear?
Yeah, so she'd run straight away because she's a weirdo.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it's one of those ones where she's kind of hot enough to at least give it to her once, but that once could be very dangerous
Especially if you're wearing underwear.
with how crazy she is.
All right, look, I think we got to do a bit more investigation. We got to touch back in on a classic here.
Oh,
Or the hot crazy matrix.
Yeah.
Everybody, James Jagger here with Tap Response, and I got the terrorist mouthpiece with me. This is go introduce yourself.
I'm Dana McClendon. I am the consigliere to the Camden Mafia and the terrorist mouthpiece.
But what are we going to talk about? What are you
why
going to
does
talk
the guy with the glasses look more
Yeah,
built than the
Well,
other guy that's
offbeat
supposed to be
death
muscular?
response, but it's still something.
Oh, hold up. Oi. Here we go.
I'm gonna gronk on some dogs.
White Steph.
Hey,
Hi.
We have white Steph. I told you we'd have some form of Steph. We got a white one.
White Steph.
Discount Steph. Hello.
Where does this one sit on the hot crazy scale?
This one, dude, she just smashed my head into a fucking table, didn't you see?
That's true. She's fucking insane.
Well, look at all
Crazy
this. We got
bitch.
white Steph. Everyone say hi to white Steph.
Wow. I'm like waving underneath the
White
comments.
Steph. Oi, white Steph, did you see what we were talking about before?
For like all of 2 seconds, some really good looking chick was on the screen. That's all I saw.
All right, Gerard, do you want to explain what this good-looking chick on the screen was doing?
Okay, I will, but I will preface it with a question. For White Steph, do you sniff your partner's underpants to see if they're faithful?
Would you?
No.
Would you ever?
So come on. Be honest. Be honest with us for a second here.
Oh, God.
If you had like a husband or a boyfriend, and like you even had like the tiniest little suspicion that he could be cheating on you, just even the smallest bit, and he got
Okay,
home
you know,
late one
this
night and he's
scenario-
just jumping in the shower, you wouldn't
He's a
grab his
famous
underwear and
Mexican singer. as
No.
get
well.
a nice big whiff of
Now
that.
we know how Rhino gets high all the time. Not the usual
Come
stuff.
on.
People's underwear.
Trust me,
do-
with that nose,
do
he can
that.
smell it from across the room.
Oh,
That's
God.
true. Look at that schnoz.
That's a Jewish joke, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So no, you wouldn't do that?
No.
I don't believe you.
Dude, the easiest thing is just go through the phone if you really, really want to. I mean, it's an invasion of privacy, but
Well, no, she's
Well,
already done all
sniffing the
that.
dude's underwear isn't an invasion of privacy.
yes, but it's also very unhygienic and fucked.
Yeah.
But she's already checking all of his bank
So-
details and everything to make sure
Check
that
your
he hasn't
emails
done
in a
anything.
timely manner.
So the question now becomes, where does she sit on the hot crazy scale? Because she's a pretty hot chick, right? And she's a pretty crazy
Ah,
chick. So where does she
no,
sit
Herbs.
on the hot crazy scale?
That's what we're gonna.
Rhino
we're
just
gonna
wants
get
to know.
the
He's like, so you're telling me there's a chance?
that you can use
Possibility.
every day. This is the hot, crazy matrix. It's what you need to know about how to deal with women and how to analyze the situation that you may be in or want to be in.
Okay. Let's take a look at that right now.
Okay, so this is the universal hot, crazy matrix. It's everything a young man needs to know about women. I've developed this on my own over 46 years of living on the earth. So this is how it works.
Okay.
All right,
You
I
have your
follow.
crazy axis and your hot axis.
This cameraman sucks.
Hot is, as usual, measured from 0 to 10. We're all familiar with that. Crazy is measured from 4 to 10 because, of course, there's no such thing as a woman who's not at least a 4 crazy.
That's
So you
true.
got 4 to 10. This is your hot, crazy
See,
line.
chat. This is why this man's a doctor. He's
Yeah.
fucking studied, bro. This
Is his
man's
name
a
like
doctor.
Dr. Love or some shit?
His name's Doctor Fucking Crazy Bitches.
Dr.
Right
Throb
here.
and Rob.
Very important to keep in mind where the hot, crazy line is. As a rule, this is your no-go zone. We do not hang around and date and marry women who are not, at least in our mind, a 5. So this is your no-go zone. You don't go here. We just rule this out. Life is better this way. That's the way it
No,
is.
he's saying avoid it. You don't want to be there. It's
She's
bad.
got to at least be a 5 in hot. So
Yeah.
anything past average.
But she is past a 5. I'd say she's past a 5 in hot.
Oh, for sure.
Okay, cool.
Blabs is past a
All right.
5.
Above a 5
I was gonna say,
and
am I
to
below
about
or
an
above
8
5?
and below the crazy
You're
line,
above, but only like,
this is your fun zone.
5.1.
You can hang out
No,
here
no.
and meet these girls and spend time with them. That's your fun zone. But keep in mind, when
That's
you're in the
nice
fun
of a
zone,
3.2
you
to
I'm in
want
fun
to
zone.
move
Yeah.
out of the fun zone to a more permanent location.
See, that's what
Yeah.
I reckon she is. I reckon she's in the fun zone. But you don't want to be around it too much because she like sniffs your underwear.
Okay.
I don't know.
So that's the fun zone above a 5, hot, below an 8, hot, and below the crazy line. This means
Actually, no. I retract
She's
my
I
comments. It
think
might be
she's
past
above
it.
the crazy line. Like
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
wrong.
no.
I was
See, this is
wait.
why. Yeah, see, this is why he's a doctor and I'm not.
these are
Continue.
most of the time
Well,
not
he has
crazy.
glasses.
Okay. Above
Exactly.
the danger zone, above the crazy line, we have the danger zone.
Yeah, the danger.
This is
zone.
your redheads, your
Highway-
strippers, anyone named Tiffany.
highway.
Tiffany.
This is hairdressers. This is where your car gets keyed. You get a bunny in the pot.
Wait, for real though.
Oh yeah,
fucking
the underwear
hairdressers-
gets sniffed.
Hairdressers are fucking crazy bitches, man, for real.
Your tires get slashed, and you wind up in jail.
The underwear gets.
Now,
Oh, so
now
that's
we
what
have
happened
some of
with
the
Gary.
chart filled in. We got a couple more pieces to put in, but at this point, understand something. This is not a static environment. This is a situation where you have got to
Ebbs and
use
flows.
this matrix over time to develop some reliable data. It's like a
Yep.
dope chart. Okay, you because at
Pretty
any
dope.
moment in time, any woman that you have previously located on this chart can vanish from that location and appear anywhere else on the chart. So what you have to do is over time collect some data.
That's the
Once you
thing
have a
that's so
cluster
great about this.
data points, you can begin to consider that reliable. Now, moving on, you have this zone here. This is below the crazy line,
So many sections
Love and
in
eight hot.
this chart.
but still, about a 7 crazy.
Uh.
This is your date zone. You can stay in the date zone indefinitely. These are women that you introduce to your friends and your family. They're good looking and they're reasonably not crazy most of the time.
Okay.
Okay, so this is you can stay here indefinitely. Now,
There's a doctor.
Oh, we separate another section.
above an 8
Jesus,
hot,
so many
and between about a 7 and a
micromanagements.
5 crazy, this is your life zone. Okay, when you meet this girl, you should consider a long-term relationship. This zone is not scaled to size. This is a representation, and not an actual. This is not a pie chart showing you how many of these people are out there. This is
Jesus.
simply a representation of what you're after. You want to be 5 to 7 crazy, above an 8 high. That's your wife zone. Okay. Now, below a 5 crazy and above an 8 hot, this is your unicorn zone. These things don't exist. If you find a unicorn, please capture it safely, keep it alive. We'd like to study it and maybe look at how to replicate that. Okay. So I was explaining this to a guy one time, and he said, "Wait a minute. I met this girl, and she's like smoking hot. She's like at least a 9, and she's chill. She's totally cool. She's like not even a 3 crazy." I said, "You're telling me you've met a girl, she's a 9 hot, and she's like a 2 or a 3 crazy?" He said, "Yeah, man, I like her a lot." I said, "You should be careful. That's a dude. You're talking to a tranny."
Oh my god, he cackles like a witch.
That's a dude. You're talking to a tranny.
Dude, you killed Lethal.
He's a doctor. I'm telling you. He's a
That's
doctor.
so funny.
That's a man.
Well, I wish I knew that information a few years ago. Would have saved some embarrassment. In my defense, she had a very pretty Adam's apple. How was I to know?
That's a dude.
So you got your
It's
you
not
gotta
how
be
matter
careful
of fact it
because
was. He was so
down here
scientific about
below
it.
a 4 crazy and above an 8 hot, you're probably talking to a dude. That is the universal hot crazy matrix.
All right, Dana, that was pretty good.
All right, cool. Oh, has he got more?
Now, let me ask you, like, for the women watching, is there a male version of that? I mean,
Oh, yeah.
would it also be?
Oh yeah, it's a
if
little
it-
simpler.
There you
if it
go,
was
Rachel.
super
You were
hot,
asking for
Yeah,
this.
it's a little simpler, but we can do it real quick. It doesn't take very long at all. For women, this is your matrix. You got your cute axis and you got your money axis. Okay, and if you have, there's only 3 sections. Women have a very large no-go zone. This is for dudes who are neither hot nor have a lot of money. You'll notice over here, this is the husband section. Once you cross a line and have sufficient amounts of money, it is no longer relevant how hot you are. And then women have a fun zone here where a dude is broke but hot. That is the cute versus rich matrix for women's use.
There you go.
All right, cool. Now, back to where we were. Thank you, Doctor.
So the question still remains: where does this chick lie in the hot crazy matrix?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
she's definitely above an 8, isn't she?
Dude,
Oh.
it's danger zone. I don't care what you say. As soon as she starts doing that, she's going through phones already. There's
And
no
she's sniffing underwear.
going to be able to.
She's definitely above an 8.
I think Grant might be right. She's in the danger zone, man. Like, don't get me wrong. She's attractive. She's extremely attractive. I'd glaze her in a fucking heartbeat. But sniffing underwear is pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
But this is after she's gone through and checked all the finances. This is her trump card.
Check the
This is her big
finances,
move.
huh?
She got that's what she said in the thing. She went through and she made sure that he didn't get a hotel room or anything like that, or didn't spend anything. But he came home. All right,
Says fun zone.
pull them up.
danger
I
zone.
need to smell them.
Hello.
Yeah, it's
there.
got to be danger zone, man. Like, you know, it's like you it's like going on like a mad old
look at
school
Rhino's
fucking
face. He's like-
voyage.
Cloud says 7 hot, 9 crazy. That's pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's danger zone.
So that
Yes.
means that there's not much between like a 10, like ultimate crazy, and sniffing underwear.
Yeah, so what you're saying there is she's one level behind cutting your head off while you're asleep.
That way, or
still
you know,
fuck
like
her.
eating part of your face, so then you're always with her forever or something.
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
right.
a
That's
10,
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Ah,
She's the
Alex.
type of chick. She's the type of chick to give you a blowjob, swallow, and then say that she's carrying your babies inside of her.